So, you're thinking about buying God of War Ragnarok, boy.
Well guys, today is a sad day. It's a day that I have to make an apology to all of my fans on YouTube. The other day, I was regretfully informed that my parents do in fact love and care for me, and that this entire time that I've been saying my parents do not love me on YouTube, I was wrong. So I'm sorry to anyone who might feel betrayed by that. Oh, we're also talking about dead metal media today. So anyway, good day everyone, it's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy ass video on the dark web. And today, we've got a pretty special video, because we have the return of dead metal media. Now you might remember him from this channel, as I made a video on him about 3 months ago, covering his Last of Us remake video, where he basically said that you are ruining gaming if you don't buy the Last of Us remake. And after I'd made that video, a bunch of his fans, aka like 3 people, tried to raid my Discord server and failed miserably because there was only 3 of them. Like, it wasn't that hard to get rid of them. But anyway, it seems Dead Metal has converted into being an Xbox fanboy, as he has released this video titled God of War Ragnarok Sucks! Do Not Buy. Horrible Review. Which, you know, those last 2 words pretty much sum up his entire video. But anyway, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video.
So, you're thinking about buying God of War Ragnarok, boy.
Bro, this man just went through all 5 stages of grief in the introduction to his own video. I mean, bro, we're like 20 seconds in, and my man's already had a...
So instead of acknowledging the fact that their system is a complete and utter failure...
In what world is the PS5, one of Sony's best-selling consoles, and their most powerful console, a failure? I mean, sure, they've done some pretty stupid shit with it, like increase the price for no fucking reason, but the console is still selling incredibly well.
Built from the ground up by brain-dead engineers who don't have a clue.
My guy, cut the engineers some slack. I mean, poor San Gian is getting paid like fucking 30 cents an hour to work in some Chinese sweatshop so that this console can be manufactured and he can feed his family.
The PlayStation fanboys and the Sony contingent have instead thrown their weight behind the latest walking simulator, the latest cinematic over-the-shoulder third-person action game that Sony has pumped out. What have there been, like 10 of these this year alone?
You know, he actually kind of does have a point here. Sony do need to make some different games. You know, as opposed to just always making third-person story-driven action-adventure games with RPG elements and stealth mechanics. Like, surely, with the amount of studios they have, they can make something different for once. That isn't a complete fuck-up, like Gran Turismo.
Who's talking about Horizon Forbidden West anymore?
No one, because Elden Ring came out literally days after it and just completely overshadowed that game.
Horizon Forbidden West? More like Horizon Forgotten West.
You know, I gotta give it to him, that was actually a good one.
And then Sony tried to milk the money out of all the PC players by dumping lazy, low-effort ports of their AAA titles onto the PC. The PC guys saw through that ruse and pirated them all.
Yeah, guys, we saw through that ruse and pirated all the games. Except that the games sold incredibly well, and Sony's profit margins on them were like, what, 250%? But I mean, yeah, PC players, we just pirate everything. Ha ha ha!
Sackboy, you can look this up, this is a fact, this is not me slinging bull, as it were. Sackboy sold 618 copies because they did no promotion.
This one isn't necessarily true, as the only information available is that Sackboy peaked at 610 concurrent players, making it PlayStation's worst performing PC port. Now, that doesn't really equate to sales, but that's still pretty bad.
Uncharted 4 sold very, very low. It was like 2,000, I think.
Okay, now that one's just complete bullshit, as Uncharted 4, the Thieves Collection, whatever it was, had 10,000 concurrent players on PC, which would statistically be impossible if the game sold only 2,000 copies.
These games are flopping on the PC left and right because the PC guys, they can't even be bothered to pirate them. The games just aren't that good.
I mean, no, the games minus Sackboy are still doing pretty well. Especially all the PC ports you didn't mention, like God of War or Horizon, or even to be more recent, Marvel's Spider-Man. Pretty funny he chose to leave those ones out.
And now we have God of War Ragnarok. The DLC morphed into a sequel. It should have been a 5 to 10 hour standalone expansion to the original God of War. But yet, this is what we get. This is what we are left with. A Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste, low effort, low quality port job that is being held back by the previous generation, despite the fact that that clown in charge, Jim Ryan, has said that he believes in generations.
Okay, say what you want about Jim Ryan. Like, yeah, that guy tells a lot of fucking lies. But God of War Ragnarok is by no means low effort. Like, from all the gameplay and shit that I've seen of God of War Ragnarok, it's obvious that they put lots of time and effort into making the game good and stand out from the original. Although they did obviously copy and paste some shit like animations. But hey, it's a game sequel. Pretty much every developer copies and pastes shit game to game.
What an absolute joke. God of War Ragnarok sucks. If you thought God of War 2018 sucked, this is gonna suck even harder.
Yeah, but do you want to know what sucks the hardest? Your mo-
Because it's not even just the low quality graphics.
I'm sorry, what? Say what you want about God of War, them copy and pasting shit, but just looking at the game does not have low quality graphics. Like, bro, the graphics look fucking mint. Like, for real, I don't think Kratos has ever looked sexier.
It's not even just a horrible polygon count, the flickering shadows.
Bro, you haven't even played the fucking game. How would you know that there are flickering shadows?
But it's all of that in combination with a been there, done that feeling. We've already played this game, folks. Ragnarok, what's it? You're gonna fight Thor? You're gonna fight Thor, and that's gonna be the big revelation. And this version of Thor isn't even Hemsworth level Thor.
Oh no, he's an MCU fan. Oh fuck. God, Father in heaven, please guide this lost soul. Christus viet, Christus regnat, vos monstrimas et superamas ubi ferente hais nomini et digna Dei.
Thor, no, this Thor's drunken, fat man titty Thor.
This Thor is also 10 times more menacing than Chris Hemsworth Thor. Like, seriously, every scene of Thor speaking in God of War Ragnarok legit gives me chills.
Who wants to play that?
Me?
Who wants to fight against that Thor?
Also me?
Of course, you're roided out, covered in his family's white ashes Kratos. That sounds like a fair fight.
Bro, Thor has a hammer that nobody else can lift, that shoots fucking thunder, and he's also 10 feet taller than Kratos. So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty fair fight.
The problem here is that God of War tried to reinvent itself and it failed.
20 million sales of God of War 2018 say otherwise.
By the way, when this game won Game of the Year, that was a coup. That was a theft. Much like the election in 2020.
No, get that shit out of here. No politics on this channel. Oh, fucking hell, Susan, please don't demonetize this video. Christus viet, Christus regnat.
Alright, we all know Red Dead 2 was supposed to win Game of the Year in 2018, but Sony greased the palms of Jeff Keighley and all those other clowns over there at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I think we're all well aware, though, that the Game Awards literally doesn't mean shit. I mean, everyone should have been able to tell that when Overwatch won Game of the Year in 2016, as opposed to literally any of the other contenders, like Doom 2016 Uncharted 4 or Titanfall 2.
I'm out here trying to convince people of the truth, of the facts. I speak one language. I have exactly one fluency, and it is honesty. And I drop truth bombs the size of nuclear warheads, and this is the biggest truth bomb yet.
I know, this entire video was just one big Hiroshima of truths.
There are far better God of War games than God of War Ragnarok. There are far better God of War games than God of War 2018. The greatest God of War game, most of you didn't even play, it was called God of War Ascension. Came out on the PS3 at the end of its life cycle.
You mean greatest God of War game in your opinion? Like, you realize there's people that are gonna prefer the new God of War games and think that they're better. Same as there's people that think Skyrim's a good game. Okay, that is just their opinion. Same as it's just my opinion that Skyrim's a terrible game. I don't like it. I wish I could kill children in it.
You get a copy of that for about $5 on eBay. That would be money better spent and a lot of money saved as opposed to paying full price for what should have been a $10 DLC. You know it, I know it. The American people don't know it, but that's why I'm here. I will lead you to the truth. All you need to do is fall to your knees.
Look, Dead Metal, I'm flattered, but I don't swing that way. Sorry.
Pledge your allegiance to me, follow me and my dead metal militia to the ends of the earth.
You know, I'd love to do that, but unfortunately the earth is round.
Because we have something that the mass media doesn't. We have something that Sony doesn't. We have integrity.
I mean, some of the points in this video were just blatantly disingenuous, so I don't think your integrity is as strong as you might think. Also, you're an MCU fan, so please stay the fuck away from me.
We are willing to say, hey, this game that is going to get 9s and 10s across the board because Sony has a massive checkbook and they're willing to pay these influencers and these reviewers to say their game is great when we can clearly see there was no effort put into it, recycled animations.
Bro, it's a sequel. Were you really expecting them to not reuse any animations?
PS3 era graphics.
Now, if you've seen the graphics at all, you would just know that that's blatantly false.
A Control-C, Control-V rehash of the same story we already saw in 2018.
I gotta ask, how different did you want the story to be? Like, it's literally a continuation of the same story that you saw in 2018. Like, it's a sequel, my guy. They're continuing the same story.
God of War Ragnarok? Not in my book. This does not butter my biscuit. This does not butter my biscuit at all.
And that's where the video ends. You know, I really have no comment for that last part. You know, I think it's just perfect on its own. Like, I mean, he's just telling us the game didn't butter his biscuit. Anyway, because that's the end of his video, that's gonna be the end of today's video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure that you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. If you want to help support the channel and you have the money to do so, click the join button down below to become a channel member. Only costs you an arm and a leg, which my family will be able to eat. So consider joining, it would really mean a lot, but don't feel pressured to, as the content on this channel will always remain free. Follow me on Twitter at JordanCSNo, subscribe to the second channel, JordanCS2, and join my Discord server, the CS Nation, for updates and more. Links to all of those will be in the description. Please don't send any hate over to Dead Metal Media. Like, let's just be real here, the dude's probably trolling, but I just thought it would be funny to cover his video, so no hate intended. But that's gonna be all for today. So until the next one, piss off.